as we return here to Jersey Mike's Arena for the 2025 NWCA All-Star Classic. Nick Costco on the call with you here for ScarletKnights.com. We're going to get our Division II versus Division III matchup. And first to take the mat is Mark Samuel of Roanoke College, representing Division III. He'll be taking on Khyvon Grace of West Liberty, representing Division II. This is a very interesting match here at 141 pounds. Samuel, senior at Roanoke, he was the 2025 NCAA champion for Division III at 141 pounds. You can say last year, it is still 2025 after all. Last season is the correct term. He's 62-11 in his career, and he was the runner-up back in 2024. Meanwhile, for Grace, he's also a senior. He was the 2025 NCAA runner-up at 141 pounds for Division II. He has a 52-11 career record, and he also took 7th back in 2024. So a lot of accolades between these two guys, Samuel and Grace, as we return to folk style for the men's college matches. 3 minutes in this first period, followed by two 2-minute periods. Samuel quickly in on a low leg single towards the right leg of Grace, trying to circle to the back now, trying to elevate it. He does. Grace doing a good job keeping his foot flat towards the mat, trying to fight off with a whizzer, and Samuel going to drive him down to the mat. He's going to get 3 for the takedown right in the center. Back to a body-lock position as they immediately pop up to their feet, and out of bounds they go with 2:32 remaining in this first period. Samuel was Roanoke's first national champion, and right now he has a 3-0 lead with 2.5 to go in this opening period. Immediately going to a half Nelson tilt, bit of a crab ride situation now, but he has his back exposed as Grace trying to turn back into him, trying to shed that half Nelson, trying to reach back through. A good job by Samuel to maintain this ride behind the shoulders. Grace doing a good job rolling. No near fall points, and now Samuel will settle on top, immediately going for a near arm chop, and now going back to the body and taking down the knees and ankles. Climbing back up the body is Samuel. Grace able to turn back into him, has a single leg, trying to come to his feet now. Looking to drive him towards the boundary, and Grace is out for one, and his ankle band fell off, and now they're going to get a quick stoppage. They'll reset the center, though. It's a 3-1 lead for Samuel with 1:51 to go in this first period. Good sweep single here from Samuel. Tried to get it going right to left, but a good sprawl there by Grace. Both guys still in the neutral position here in the center of the mat. Grace is sporting a white and looks to be dark gray, if not black, single with a little bit of a yellow trim representing West Liberty. And Samuel in that all gray single with some white patterning. A little bit of a maroon as well, representing Roanoke College. 1:06 to go, first period. Or excuse me, yes, first period. Both guys going back and forth here, just feeling each other out, and now a shot attempt here from Samuel. Got underneath Grace. He's able to sprawl back and away, and back to the hand fight. They'll separate as they still circle each other in the center. .26 seconds to go in this first period. Still more of the same right here as Grace and Samuel. Just posting on the head, looking for wrist tie-ups. A little bit of a snap down with the wrist from Samuel, leading to nothing, though. 10 seconds. And that'll bring us to the end of the first period. It's a 3-1 lead for Mark Samuel. So 3 minutes in the books. Now 2 minutes on the clock as Samuel will choose down for the second period. Nice reversal here from Samuel as he's able to hit a nice switch, get on top of Grace, and now going back to that crab right now. Grace ends up on top of him, though. Samuel has to watch his back, who's up 5-1. Grace trying to get his leg free, and Samuel doing a good job following. Trying to climb up the back now. Up to the body lock. We're going to drag him back down to the mat, towards the boundary on the right side of the mat. As Samuel keeps that left foot in. Out of bounds, will get a restart, though, with 1:26 to go in the second period. A 5-1 lead for Samuel. .15 and counting to go in this second period as Samuel has over a minute of riding time now. He's riding on the right side of Grace. Again, that crab ride has a far claw with his right arm, trying to get a tilt here as Grace doing a good job constantly fighting off his back, even if he's broken down to a hip. Up to his feet now is Grace, looking to cut at the hands towards the boundary, and a nice little sit back there from Mark Samuel. Used that right foot to trip him over and brought him back down flat to the mat. .35 seconds now. Samuel doing a good job as Grace tries to hit a switch. They're counting stalling here for Mark Samuel, but he was able to climb the body in. Again, Grace doing a good job trying to hit these switches and getting Samuel to these funky positions. Now a locked hands call coming on Samuel, so a free move here for Grace. Can he turn back into Samuel? He does. No reversal quite yet. He's around the legs. Now he's on top of Samuel. It's now 5-3. Short time in the second period. He's got double boots in. And don't forget about the locked hands call. Grace going to end the period on top. Has him fully flattened out. Second period has come to a close. Waiting for them to officially add the locked hands penalty point here. Mark Samuel does have 2:09 of riding time. And there is a conference at the scores table on the far side of the arena.
So we're checking that score. It was 5-1. And a locking hands hit to reversal. Over 2 minutes of riding time now for Samuel as we're getting ready to begin period number 3.
The third period's about to begin. It's still 5-3. I think they're still discussing that last sequence. There was a locked hands call during that scramble on the mat, which would have went against Samuel. And now they've officially added the point on the scoreboard. So Khyvon Grace of West Liberty, your Division II representative, he's going to start this period on bottom, and he's only down by 1 now. It's 5-4 after the locked hands call on Mark Samuel. Both guys number 1 in their weight class at 141 pounds. Samuel still on top, looking for that ride. Grace trying to hit a switch, trying to turn back to his left, able to scramble along with the ankle. Samuel and Grace now scrambling on the bottom left corner of this circle, and they're going to get a stalemate here with 1:44 to go. They were head to toe there. Could see an exciting end to this one before we get into our Division I matches. Grace right to his feet. Good mat return by Samuel, but Grace right back up on his feet, trying to cut at the hands. Samuel trying to cut back on that right side. Now switching to the left side, going to drag him down. He's going to give it up here. And Khyvon Grace has tied things up 5-5, but the riding time is in favor of Samuel with 2:31 and it is officially locked, so he technically has a 1-point lead right now. Grace is going to need a takedown. Grace trying to push forward on the left side of the cylinder. Reaching out. A little 2-on-1 tie-up, and now we're going to get a stoppage here. Looks like a warning for hands to the face. We are down to 1 minute as we restart in the center. Grace pacing. Couple level changes. They're both posted on the head right now. Grace trying to push forward. Bit of a half shot there. Samuel down blocks. 50 seconds now. They're up the upper left corner of the cylinder. Grace maneuvering. Trying to push the pace again. Riding time is locked. Samuel has a 6-5 lead with that riding time. A shot from Samuel. Now a re-attack by Grace as they go out of bounds. And now a stall warning on Samuel as he just sprawled backwards. His feet hit the hardwood, by the way, by the far scorers table. 33 seconds. They're going to restart in the center. 5-5, but Samuel has riding time. Grace a half of a snap down there. He circles to his right. Shot there. Samuel just thumb post back. Half re-attack there from Samuel in the center still. 20 seconds. Grace and him are tied 5-5. They are head-to-head, but Samuel has that riding time. 12 seconds now. Grace, a shot. Single leg. Can he cut the corner here? He's got 7 seconds. Samuel is on his back. Grace now on top. And there is a takedown with 2 seconds to go. Khyvon Grace is going to get a 3-point takedown at the buzzer. He wins this one 8-6. Khyvon Grace pushing the pace in the end, and he gets the win in a battle of number ones. D2 reigns supreme over D3 tonight. We just had a late challenge brick, by the way, so this one is not officially over yet. But I'll tell you what, Samuel was trying to scramble. Grace ended up wrapping his arm around the head of Samuel, and Samuel ended up going to his back towards the right side of the cylinder. So they were obviously just a little bit right of center of the mat. But Khyvon Grace, who was down 5-1 in this match, ended up scoring 7 in a row. Then they tacked on the riding time at the end for Samuel there, but he was in the lead, and they have ruled it a takedown for Grace. It's upheld, and Khyvon Grace wins it 8-6 here at the All-Star Classic.